Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Oh, gosh. Okay, and 1,
3, 2,
2, 1.
1.
Hi.
Hey. We are GnG.
Yes.
And
In beautiful Sedona,
Arizona, doing Valentine's Day special.
Yay!
Yay! So we've got some transits coming up. Right now, at the time of recording, it's leading up to for the poor old Aries guys, Mars and Uranus, and setting the scene for the next few years. So what does it all mean? Well, let's find out.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
Start with your transit report.
Right, so while Sarah's getting the cards ready, the 14th of February, what we've got going on is Mars ingressing into Taurus, which is going to be all about building a base for the next 7 years. Now, when
all
Mars...
about the base.
Right? No travel. What we got is Mars ingressing into Taurus, building a base. When Uranus goes into Taurus, Mars is going to be at 13 degrees. Now on February the 17th, we've got Venus conjunct asteroid Reupped, which is going to be at 14 degrees 48 Capricorn, which is going to be quite interesting because there's going to be energies which are going to be picked up and translated. So this time that's coming up now between the 12th and the 14th and the 17th is going to be part of the energetic mix to deal with around the 6th of March when we've got Uranus going into Taurus, which is going to be a thing that's going to be happening for about 7 years. Now also on VDay we have Mars making a 108 degree aspect to Venus. This is very important, tridecile. Now, as Robert Wilkinson says in his Aquarius Papers website, this is going to be representing quintessence, serendipity, completeness, as well as polarization and repolarization, along with fortunate discoveries. Now,
especially in matters of the heart.
Yeah.
Because we have Venus involved.
Yeah.
And I wanted to address the card that I pulled for the February 14th transit and whatnot. I pulled the King of Cups, which is, it's all about compassion, the outward expression of your heart and living through your heart. Very, very important during this time. And let's be compassionate with each other when we're getting triggered by Mars and Uranus.
Which is a transit that's happening tonight. Now, that can be...
By the time you see this, it would have already happened. So if you survived it...
Well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mars and Uranus energy is kind of revolutionary. Keep an eye out on France and Venezuela tonight. It's going to be my callings for things, events. Also, when a Mars-Uranus thing happens, we have...
surprise!
Yeah, which in high octave is pioneer and making new things happening,
and
taking
good
great
mojo,
steps
very
forward.
passionate.
Right.
Again, living through your heart.
Right, lots of creativity and sparks. And downside, you might want to not be near a bar or a place where, you know, trouble can happen, basically.
Yeah, so watch yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so let's make it a wrap for now. And we'll catch you next time. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Landship.
You and me, hanging from the willow tree, quietly drifting in the open breeze.
Hi, Lady Sarah here, coming at you from beautiful Sedona, and I just wanted to talk briefly about a particular tarot card that I want people to be aware of and keep in mind, not only during transits of astrology, but transits in your life and pinpoints in your life. And we're going to talk today about the Four of Wands. And you can see that the lady here is balancing, and there's also the element of the pyramid in the background that has the 4 on the base. And then we have the 4 wands that are coming, shooting up. Whenever I think of 4 of Wands, I think of legs of a table. What happens when one leg of the table is longer than the other one? It gets thrown off balance. So I also think of the 4 realms of being, the 4 elements: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And it's all energy, okay? So making sure that we have all these 4 elements in balance in our life is super, super important. Otherwise, we are off balance. So we got to keep all 4 in harmony to make sure we have all 4 pieces or legs of the table, so to speak, even, even keel. So that way we don't ourselves topsy-turvy, fumble about and tip over. We may find ourselves a little, as we say, discombobulated, a little, again, off balance, a little frazzled, a little ornery, and wondering why. So, and that's why. If you don't have all 4 in balance, that'll happen. So anyways, keep that in mind, especially when we're going through some of these tricky transits, astrologically speaking, as you may see on the Griffin Jez YouTube site. And keep yourself together, and much love and light. Thank you so much, Lady Sarah, coming at you. Mwah. Take care. Bye-bye.
We can change anything and make it better together now.
We're rolling.
Hey, all right, so we got some more information going on with the transits and stuff happening around VDay and all of this. So what we've got is on the 12th, which is tonight, basically, we've got this Mars-Uranus thing, which is happening at the very last degrees of Aries. Now, at the very last degrees of Pisces, we have asteroid Chiron. So one of the aspects that we've got going on here is an element of healing with regards to, but let's just leave it at boldness and a sense of completion. Now, this energy is quite upbeat and optimistic, and that sets the scene for the 14th, which is VDay. Now, what we've got going on VDay is a whole bunch of things. We have, from what I recall, the Sun forming an inconjunct to the North Node, which essentially means it's saying, over to you, Destiny. We have this Mars-Venus tridecile, which, as Robert Wilkinson was saying in the Aquarius papers, is more about serendipity and quintessence than anything else. Of course, this is a sense of completeness, which is also nice because it also leads into the full moon, which I believe is a few days later. But it can also bring about issues of polarization, repolarization, along with fortunate discoveries. So there could be something going on with the politics, you know, the new candidates and so on for 2020. But in a lot of ways, it's all about setting the scene for this ingress on March the 6th. Now, when Uranus will go into Taurus on the 6th of March, what we're going to find is probably something to do with volcanoes, earthquakes. So that's pretty much a given because Uranus being an earth sign. Sorry, Taurus being an earth sign and Uranus being a disruptor. Yeah, anyway, I digress. Other things of interest is that on VDay we've got the moon in Gemini at around 7 degrees. There you are, sweeping on to 25 degrees in Gemini. So that's another situation. Basically, stuff that's going to be in the mid-degree ranges of the air signs should be somewhat favorably aspected by this. Now, winding back to the Mars will be ingressing into Uranus as well on VDay, which is the other big thing. Mars will be ingressing into Taurus. We're just going to film this in one take, right?
March 6th.
Yeah, March 6th. No. Mars goes into Taurus on VDay.
Okay.
And that will,
Uranus in Taurus, March 6th.
yeah. And that will be lasting for, I think, about 2 months. When Uranus goes into Taurus, Mars will also be in Taurus. Now, Mars will be in Taurus at 13 degrees-ish when Uranus goes into Taurus. So what we've got is this conjunction of energies happening today is going to be like turned and churned and then re-released into that 7-year phase that will be happening on March the 6th. Now, meanwhile, the 16th of February, energies will dip around a bit around then. Be some feeling of emotional fatigue and empowerment issues. This is going to be caused in the former case by the moon opposite Saturn, and in the latter case it'll be a Pluto transit issue. Now what we've also got is Venus conjunct Saturn, so we're going to have issues of revolving around work, love and money, or duty as well. Work and duty, love and money. Point being is that you could find love and money through work. You could be working to find love and money. The love and the money and all the money might be just simply feeling like a drudge. You know, it depends on how things crank out within your own local astrological matrix. Also, and how you're feeling that day. If you're finding that it's an upbeat, high vibration day, it'll go into one gear. If you're feeling down and depressed, it'll go down into another gear. So that's the thing with consciousness field dynamics. You keep it up, it stays up. Anyway, 18th Feb, communication about dreams. We've got Mercury conjunct Neptune. This will also have a situation. This will be 11:37 p.m. Arizona time. And we've also got the sun opposite the moon, so we're going to have some kind of emotional tension and balancing situation to deal with. Head over heart is a bit too simplistic. It's more about logic versus emotion. I think I'll leave it at that. We've also got a bit of a dark one. We've got asteroid Nessus conjunct Vesta at about 8 or 9 degrees Pisces. So stuff that's about 8 or 9 degrees Gemini then might want to watch out for issues relating to I'm gonna say a karmic issue from the past coming back to re-haunt, and it's going to be relating in a situation relating to loyalty and hearth and home and keeping the home fires burning. Finally, 19th February, we've got a T-square, which is a setup which brings about an energetic vacuum in a certain point of the reality matrix. What we got is the sun squaring Juno, squaring the moon, and those three are going to leave a gap in early Sagittarius. So stuff that's going to be in early Sagittarius, if it's a sun or a Venus or a Mercury, will be called in to complete the action and to bridge a square, a T-square, and to bring about a balance to that dynamic. These will be good things. So look out for stuff in early Sag in your charts being called into play then on the 19th of Feb. It should be an interesting one because it's about sense of self, partnerships and emotional well-being. The early Sag stuff, if it's in your charts or somebody else's, will help anchor that in, and hopefully will make things happen well for you. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that for now. So yeah, tune in, subscribe, and hopefully we'll do some more which are a bit less shoot from the hip and get hole in foot, saggy style, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye!
We can change anything and make it better together. Now we're strong, don't question it. The truth will break your chains. We have the key. Open your eyes and see.